So dealing with COVID, every morning when we come to work, we enter the facility, okay? The first thing we do is we wash our temperature gun before we check our temperature. And then we wash the pen we write with, and I take my temperature, okay? And as long as I'm not at 100 degrees or over, I'm clear to work. And after we do that, I then sign in my name so our deputy director knows that I'm here and that I've done the temperature check. After that, I make sure I wash the gun, I make sure I clean the pen, and I make sure I wash my hands. And after I enter the facility, again, I have to touch that door, so I go straight to our sanitizer dispenser in there, and I continue to wash my hands again. And this is just something that we've had to do as COVID has happened, just to make sure, not only for my safety, but for every employee that comes in after me, everything is sanitized and ready to go for the next person in line.
So I've been working with the city of Patterson for actually, tomorrow will be 17 years for me. Yeah, I started in 2003. Started as a maintenance worker one in the streets division. But at that time, the division was a little bit of everything. So we took care of the streets, sidewalks, city trees, and the sewer lines at that time, which now we've all branched out into their own separate divisions. Current position is Parks Supervisor, and I oversee all the parks maintenance and operations, and I also wear the hat of the building maintenance facility supervisor. You know, I've had to learn how to adapt on how to handle the situation. So one of my biggest responsibilities right now, and actually where we're heading, is to make sure we have a 15-day supply of sanitizer, disinfectant wipes, mask for all employees at the city of Patterson. So here I'm going to start our day at City Hall. We're going to look at our COVID station to make sure we have some supplies on hand. I'm going to start off by checking our AC unit in the morning before everybody gets here. We're going to do a little quick count of our COVID station to see what supplies we have or if we're in need of anything. And then a lot of times in the morning, I like to run through the building to see if there's any repairs that need to be made. Check any lights and just kind of run through it before everyone gets here. So this is one of our stations. This is all our supplies, our gloves, our disinfectant wipes, our masks, and then we got some hand sanitizer. What I do is I check this every morning to make sure we're functioning properly. So what this does, this controls all the heating and air to all offices to make sure it's comfortable, especially on these hot days because California just had a heat wave. We like to keep them somewhere between 75 and 70 for everybody in the facility. Everybody looks pretty comfortable, so we're good here. We know it's functioning properly. So we're good for today. It's supposed to be over 100. So this is our roof facility, our AC unit, our flagpole. And as you can see from the covering, with all the fires going on, ash everywhere. It's not that it's lack of maintenance, it's ash from fire. Was struggling real bad. We just recently put in a new booster pump because the water coverage wasn't enough, so it was really brown for a while. But since we installed it, as you can see, beautiful green place where this community loves to enjoy it. You got all these surrounded homes. You got a walk path here to this park. This is Gunner. This is one of our mowers here. Does an excellent job.
I'm in the Parks Division, mowing department. And basically what it is myself as well as my crew, we're in charge of mowing all the parks here in Patterson, California. I'm not sure the exact amount of parks that we have, but it's quite a few. We mow every day and just go up and down.
And we'll move on to the next one. So, you know, just going on our route, we'd like to try to check all the parks daily, but sometimes a little hard depending on what's going on. And along the way, you'll never know what you'll find. Oh, look at this, for example. Looks like we got a split tree here. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Good morning.
What's up?
Hey, Jimmy, over here on 266 Cherry Blossom, the tree's completely split down the middle.
All right, for sure. I have the guys go and take care of it.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it, man.
266 Cherry Blossom.
Yes. On our route, we discovered a branch hanging. We've got urban forestry out here. They're going to handle it for us. This is something, as we're going around looking at things, that we want to be aware of. So we're going to handle this right now. One of my jobs as a facility maintenance manager and Parks Supervisor is we own some city-owned parking lots that have charging stations and other things of that nature. So this is our little charging station here for EV vehicles, and one of the, I believe on the right side is not working, so we're going to check this panel out to see what's going on here. So this is our business park area basin, which again is one of my favorite areas. You can see one of my guys out there, Virgil, he's making a repair right where that flag is. Overall, the basin looks really good. I know we're just having problems in that one area, but like I said, I just don't want the mowers to destroy it, and if they're sinking, they're gonna break overheads.
I know. Yeah, I don't want that either.
Checking in with our deputy director, see if he has any updates for me.
And anybody else that is not feeling good, not necessarily age or anything else has anything to do with it, just given that they're not feeling good, man. And there's a lot to not feel good about with this air. And so just for everybody, that's good, sending that message out to everybody, but also keep an eye out. Somebody looks like they're not doing well, we need to just take it upon ourselves. Hey, come here, man. I want you to go sit down.
The air quality is really bad out here. The difficulty breathing right now is very high, so we just got to make sure we keep an eye on them. Like my deputy director stated, their health and their safety is number one.
You're looking at it, this is where it happens. This is our city courtyard. So as part of my responsibility here, we have a green waste pad in the back. If you see the sign, it says green waste only. So once a day we come back here, check it out, and make sure it's not out of control. Pretty much at the end of the day, I'm getting ready for my 2 o'clock managers meeting. So I want to thank Bruce here for a second since I got him. Thank you for helping me out at Wilding Park, Bruce. And one of the things I love about Public Works is I never know day to day what's going to happen. So who knows? Thanks. See you guys.